Hey guys, welcome to Sober Talk. How are you? You guys notice anything different? Anything? Little something, something, little maybe a haircut or something. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I got my haircut. Oh yeah, Jackie Holland Plamp has been cutting my hair since I was 16 years old, and she does a darn good job. And I got that Republican haircut number 6, whatever. All right, so hey guys, good to be here. How's everybody doing? Let me do one thing real quick. I just want to go here and I want to share this to my my personal page because I never do that and people want to see it on my personal page. So there. Let me get to see more. So someone's struggling in the group. I heard that someone may have relapsed. What's going on there? What's going on there? If you guys have seen his post about relapsing, love up on him. Give him some support. It's always difficult when you relapse. I'm sure I usually wait. You know, relapse is easy. You can relapse after 2 weeks. Go, oh man, I'm good. I'm cured. So hey, so anyway, welcome to Sober Talk. My name is Tom Mabe. I started this page a while back because I needed someone to hold me accountable because I have an issue with drinking, and you're here because you too may have an issue with drinking. Maybe you want to get sober. Maybe you need to get sober. Maybe you're just sober curious. I always say that. Maybe someone in your household needs to get sober, and you're here for some support. I mean, a family member, a loved one. Either way, I am glad you're here. You know, how do you know if you got a drinking problem? How do you know if you got a drinking problem? If it causes problems. That's how you know if you have a drinking problem. I have quit many times. I've quit for 3 months. I quit for 6 months. Quit a year. One time, most recently in recent memory, I quit for 2 years. And I thought I had it cured. And I went back out and I thought I was going to be okay. And it wasn't long before my family was like, well, Dad, we can't go back there. I'm not going to go back there. I'm not going to do it. My wife, I can't do it. I'm not going to go back there. So that's 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 a go here on the show at Sober Talk. We're all trying to quit. We're all trying to be it drug abuse, alcohol abuse, whatever. We are all trying to become. We're trying to manage it. Jeff Graham brought me this book, and I want to read it real quick. Yeah, I want to read the whole book to you guys. It's The Great Gatsby. Give me 1 second. I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny. Oh, here we go. We are live. We got a great show for you guys tonight. Lars coming on. Got a new guy coming on. I've been trying to call him for weeks, and he's gotten some good news, and I'm excited for him to be here. Let's take inventory who we are here. So, oh yeah, so yeah, like I always do, quitting drink is one thing, being alcohol free is one thing, but being alcohol free and happy, that's wow, that's a whole different story. So that's the go right here. Real quick, this book is called the. If you, I've tried everything to quit. This time I'm working the steps, and Jeff Graham got me this book, 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. It's a lot like the big book. They kind of go hand in hand. It says, who cares? This is the step one. We admit it. We are powerless over alcohol, that our lives have become unmanageable. So who cares to admit complete defeat? Practically no one, of course. Every natural instinct cries out against the idea of personal powerlessness. It is truly awful to admit that. Glass in hand, we have warped our minds into such an obsession for destructive drinking that only an act of providence can remove it from us. No other kind of bankruptcy is like this one. Well, we'll lose it all, won't we? Well, how many people here have lost it all to drinking? How many people lost their jobs, lost their wife, lost their driver's license, lost their ability to own a gun, just whatever. It's such a weird thing. But let's get right to it. We have 3 people coming on the show tonight, and it's really going to be a good show. Here we go. Let's get right to it. Here we go. Bam, bam, bam.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Oh, hang on. I'm fighting with the technology again.
Rob Montgomery's on the phone. Oh, you sound
Hey,
good,
brother,
buddy.
how we doing?
We are good. We are live. So tell me something. What's going on in your world? I've been trying to get you on the phone for a while now. You've been struggling. Many times
Yeah.
many times I call you and you've already passed out by 8 o'clock. So catch me up. What's happening?
All right. Well, just started doing it forever ago, and just got worse and worse. I was the one that didn't go to spring break, and decided to pick up on that, and
Gotcha.
kind of drove myself in a hole, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
got the better half, him drinking,
Okay.
and we've been together for 21 years, and
So you and your life partner have been together. Been together for 21 years.
yeah, me and Chris been together for 21.
Now
Yeah,
it's Chris. Does
good
he?
night.
Does Chris drink?
Yeah, and that's what kind of got out of shape, man. Is I'm trying to kind of hold it together, and he's trying to kind of let it slide during this whole COVID weird thing. You know,
Mm,
where we're all, can't go out, can't do this, can't do
right.
that. And I was
Right.
never a going out drinker. I was unfortunately an at-home drinker. Um, uh, you like humor; it's a little cheaper that way, you know. But um, we I don't know. We both owned our own business for me 26 years.
Okay.
Um, great business. Didn't lose it to drinking. Didn't lose it to COVID. Just internet. Things change. It's
Yeah.
retail.
Right.
Uh, but lost business, lost income. Being that I'm the owner of the business, I don't get unemployment, so that's
Mm.
nowhere. And just kind of sent us down the tunnel, man,
Yeah.
to the point where, you know, I don't want to quite, I don't want to sound like an ant, a poo head, but I've got enough money to kind of ride it out, and that's kind of been part of the problem too, you know.
Resting on your laurels, saying
Um,
I'm good financially for a little bit. I don't. I think a lot of people just work as much as they have to, especially if they're drunk. Um,
yeah, and that's very true, very true.
Hey, real quick, not to belittle, I don't want to interrupt your story, but real quick, hey, Lynn Campbell, I want to talk to you. Don't worry about this. You got this. It happens. We all slip. All right, I'm back with you, brother. Go ahead.
No, you're good, you're good. But no, back in August, the thing I wanted to share with you, and I thought maybe your audience too, that just might enlighten some people how bad it can get.
Okay.
Uh, Back in August, and I'm highly advised not to share this, but still, I want to know people know. Back in August, two drunks in the house. There's a good stairs. Somebody calls the law, and I apparently, and to be honest, I don't remember, had a gun in my hand. So that leads to wanton endangerment. That
Mm-hmm.
led to a felony. That went to me going to jail. Um, you know, that kind of stuff can get so out of hand so quick. And I don't know, I've tried to catch a lot of your shows, but I want people to know that, man, that's kind of crazy that all of a sudden you're threatening the one person you love the most.
And you don't
And you
recall
don't
doing
even,
this. The cops are called. They show up. You're drunk. You got a gun, uh, and you don't
didn't
remember
even
this.
have it. Didn't even have it. It's in the house. I don't need it. They found it. Yeah,
Mm,
and it's crazy.
okay.
So I just wanted to let people know how out of control it can get, how quickly, because that just buffaloed me, man. I mean, I was in a jail cell with people trying to tell me what I've done, and I had no recollection
Oh
whatsoever.
my! Wow, that's a
I
scary.
mean,
That's a scary place, huh?
yeah, and I mean, you live in Kentucky too.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 to 5. That's not. I don't know,
So
but no, I got.
how much were you drinking at the time? What I mean, did you drink till well, you sound like you blacked out.
Well, about between the two of us, a handle a day. Yeah.
Now I'm getting new to the handle. If say Bud Light
Oh,
terms, what is that? A handle? Is
two
that like
fifths,
a two fifths?
2 fifths.
Okay.
Yeah, one apiece. So enough to you're stupid, man. You don't know what you're
I see. I see.
doing. But it's as many as like the lady on your show last night said. It starts out, and bless her heart, it starts out being fun. Hey,
Was
I'll
that, or we talked
change,
about
like you said.
Yeah, Ez last night, Esmeralda, yep,
Yeah, I mean, it changes the way you feel for now.
for now.
And then that gets worse. And, it just, I don't know, it manifests itself into something that's never pretty.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
Mm.
So, I don't know. But no, the good news today was um, the state of Kentucky said, we're going to knock it down, misdemeanor.
Well, did you get lucky?
Bad news. Yeah. I did. 100%, sir. And, they, now the bad news is, the court system, especially with everything going on right now, they'll see me June next year. But,
Well, let me ask you this:
so,
what about where we at with the drinking? You went to jail. You pulled a gun on your boyfriend. You
yeah.
don't remember it. Is that a rock bottom? Or are you drinking right now? Or when do you? Or what's the plan? Where we at with you now? And don't lie, please don't lie. Just be honest. It doesn't matter.
No. It's rocky. It's rocky.
Okay.
I often I get drunk and kind of just want to watch TV. I get drunk and kind of lazy. I got to be honest. I mean, like I said, I'm not wealthy. I'm not sitting on a pile of cash or anything, but the world's crazy, so I'm just, it's a way to avoid it. I sit and Netflix and, have a little shot in the kitchen.
But where are we at with the drinking? I'm curious. Are you going to stop? Does going to jail, and or did they make it okay when they say it's just a misdemeanor? Like, thank God I could drink. You know what I mean? I've done that. Oh, I got a clean slate. It's just a misdemeanor. This is me. This is how a drunk thinks. Okay.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Well, yeah.
It's not that bad. Just a misdemeanor.
No, honest. I had a couple shots. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I hate that about myself. I'm embarrassed.
What's your health? What's your health like? What's your health like, and what's your partner's health like?
He's a little heavy, not bad.
Okay.
He'd shoot me for saying that, just like any wife would. Right? We've all got a wife. But I don't know. I feel shitty in the middle of the night, and at 2 a.m. I don't want to drink, but I take one.
Wow,
and that
2
sucks.
a.m. Man.
Well, because I've went to bed at 7 a.m. because I've got a drunk yelling at me.
Mm-hmm.
I go to bed. I take the dogs. I try to disappear into the next room and try to just, get away from it all. And I realize how disturbing it is. That's what blows my mind. I can't understand why I can't hang it up when I understand what I'm seeing it do to other people. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, real weird, right?
I mean, it's like, they always said, if you want to be sober, be a bartender, because you'll see what it does to other people. And,
I never heard that. That's,
No.
Yeah. Or, or be a comic because everyone in the audience is drunk, or then all of a sudden you got to get drunk just to deal with the drunk people in the audience.
Yeah.
Wow. So, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, no, not at all. 44. He's 46.
So you're young.
We're way progressed. We shouldn't be doing this crap at our point.
Yeah. But when's the last time you gone 3 days no alcohol?
When I went to jail.
Oh. Okay.
And that was only 48 hours. I don't think I've done, what did you say, 3 days?
Yeah, 3 days, yeah. When you got out of jail, like, I need a drink right now.
I'm not trying to be cool, but yeah, 3 days has been 9-10 years, man. Probably.
Are you in our private group, our support group? Are you in there? Are you?
I just figured out. Like I said, I'm technology dumb, but yeah, I just figured out, and yeah, I'm in there now.
Bevan, so I read these comments, and people often wonder why I'm reading the comments while I'm taking a call. But a lot of times, our people who are listening, our audience members, our community here will have questions for you. But Bev had a comment for you. She said the addicted mind will remain foggy until we remove the cause of the fog. And I don't know if you know anything about if you've been in any kind of treatment or whatever. We all drink for a reason. Why is that reason? It's usually a thing called RID, restlessness, irritable, discontent. Something in our life,
Yeah.
some kind of trauma or abandonment or something when we were, sometime in our life, we're kind of self-medicating. So, what is it that you think yourself? Why are you trying to alter your mood with a handle a day?
I can honest, I can honestly tell you, I know. I grew up in a family business, and I've worked with my parents since the day I was born.
Okay.
I mean, since I could push a broom, and it's always been, why are you doing this? What are you doing that? You're losing money here or there. I mean, it's always been like I said, you don't need detail, but I mean, it's just, and for the last, and here's the crazy part. There's no good reason for drinking, but you'll understand this.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with my partner at that business for the last 21 years without mom and dad. Like, here, y'all run it, and we're going to call you every 10 minutes on the phone to make sure you're doing it right.
Oh boy.
And I don't know. It's been a control kind of thing.
No.
Because,
And were you raised in Kentucky?
yes, sir, Lexington. Yes, sir.
Lexington, I saw 859. I figured it was Lexington. So what? What was it like? You're young enough though. That was growing up gay. Was that were you gay your whole life? Was that weird for your folks? Or being from Kentucky?
Little bit. Mom wanted to take me shopping. Dad wanted to shoot me. But
that's great.
It was kind of, I don't know. It was that added to things.
No, just I
And,
didn't know if that was a cause of trauma. That your dad tried. A lot of times in Kentucky, they want to beat the gay out of
Oh,
you.
yeah.
They want to pray the gay away. It's they don't understand.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a little. I mean, Dad just, I didn't wear like coochie cutters and rainbow clothes or anything at work, of course. But I mean, it was like, what? The customer said something to you about, and he said the FAG word, and you said something back. I'm like, well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I defended myself. Yeah.
But he's like, well, you go losing money. And I mean,
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, I get it.
I understand you don't put political signs on your family business. I get that. I get that you don't advertise anything, but I wasn't advertising anything.
Yeah,
and
he just picked up on it. Someone picked up on it. Well, let's do this. That's a whole different topic. I was just curious. Two things I want you to do. I want you to watch The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Queen's Gambit.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
I want you to watch it because it's in Kentucky. It's Lexington. It's a freaking great show. Start that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I did not even realize.
Yeah, you'll second, third episode. Second thing I want you to do, I want you to stop drinking. I want you to go to the doctor, and I want you to, while you have all this time off and you got a little cash in the bank, I want you to see about doing a 7-day detox, 7 to 10, 13-day detox. Things are just going to get better when you stop drinking. They're not going to get They're not going to get better until you stop. And we could beat around this bush and talk about it or whatever, but I'm telling you, that someone who's it's so hard to jumpstart the sobriety, and someone who's been sober now for just a little bit, just a little over 100 days, 117 days or something. Life begins when you get sober, and we got a guy who's been sober. Lynn's been going on 19, 25 days. I got to talk with Lynn, and he fell off the wagon, but he just slipped. He didn't fall completely. Your life is going to improve. Your boyfriend's life will improve, and he's going to go, okay, I could do this too, maybe, but you're just going to drink yourself to death. If you're drinking that much and you're blacking out, I want to check on you. Would you? I mean, I wish you go to the doctor and go, hey, I'm doc. Things like COVID.
I've got to, I mean, I asked parents for help. They said no. And I mean, there again, I wasn't asking for the money for help. I was just, can somebody come pick me up? And that's been denied. And I asked a previous therapist, and he was like, "Well, I'm not that kind of person, so no."
Oh,
That was a
jeez.
therapist. That's a clinical therapist. And he said, "No, I won't, but I'd love to say something." Jeez. Um, and, you know, one of my partner's best friends, um, she works for Eastern State. I'm sure you've heard of that place, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And she helps convicts with addiction and stuff. And she was like, "You need to go." Like, "Where do I get help?" "I don't know, honey. Look it up." I'm like,
Because
"Geez."
we know that, if you really wanted to get help, you've gotten help. You could go to the brook. You could go, we had a guy who was going to literally jump off a bridge in Indiana, across a bridge in New Albany, and and this group, this little community here, Sober Talk, which is a great freaking group, man. We are the little drunk group that could, and
I understand that now.
and
Yes, sir.
and we've gotten. This guy called me. I said, he called me the other day. He said, "I just want to tell you that you saved my life. The group, this community, it saved my life." I said, "You want to go on it?"
That's
He said,
awesome.
I said, "You want to go on?" He said, "No, I want a few days under my belt. I just want to make sure that I get it." But yeah, man, that's why people say you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I've been there, and I've had people tell me that too. "Oh, I don't know, honey. You just gotta find. You gotta look into it." They don't think you gotta want it. You gotta want enough to freaking Google detox in Lexington. Fuck, how hard is that? Pardon my French. I mean, jeez, it's
It
you.
actually is a little hard because you get all the ads and the bull crap and
No, well,
the,
there you go. Never mind then. Just
But no, I'm in your group, and
Yeah,
I've
get the
been on your show, and
group
bless
five,
you
five
for having
send
me.
him, and within 10 minutes, Bev Holland's going to have you 5 to 10 different places of detox in Kentucky. I promise you. It's
All right.
the brook in Louisville is great. You could go, and I remember asking my doctor here, he's like, "Well, I don't know, you try to cut back." I mean, they're used to people not following through. So, all right, brother, I love you. I want you to quit drinking, and I want you to watch the Queen's Gambit, and I want you to text me and say, "Hey, man, I went to the doctor," or "Hey, man, I'm doing an outpatient at the Brook," or something. But
No, no, I need to go in. I mean,
you
for
do.
that much, man. I'm
Cincinnati
gonna get.
Cincinnati up the road. They take insurance. And Cincinnati's what, 2 hours from you, hour and a half. Uh, you can.
Yeah,
There's a place Jeff Graham went to, and he loved it. He said, "Dude, it was like I was in the big house, but I loved it." In 7 days, he made friends. He got lifelong friends, and someone jumpstart his sobriety. They helped him. They gave him some medicine, so he didn't have any shakes or anything, and they weaned him off. But
yeah.
you can die trying to white knuckle it. So definitely go somewhere that has a medical component as well as a mental component, because you got to figure out why the hell you're drinking in the first place. And I would definitely figure out some kind of program to get into, be it AA, be it church, be it addictive therapy. I got an addictive therapist in Louisville that I go to. I love her. I got what do we call it, Sober Talk, which I love that. And I'm working the steps. And I got a sponsor who's working his ass off right now. I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. I'm worried about Gary. Gary, if you're watching, text me.
Well,
But man, but just make it's time to this isn't going to end until you end it.
no, and I wanted to. I didn't want to kind of like use you as a gateway or anything, but I love your show. As you know, I've tried many a times
Mm,
unsuccessfully to get in contact with you. I'm sorry,
mm. No, that's all
and
right.
but but you know, I know something needs to be done, man. And I figured, you're doing what you do, and it's freaking awesome. And I hope you keep doing it, and you're gonna help a lot of people, man. You've already helped me tonight.
Good, and you'll get there. You'll get there. I have to go. I got two more people to call. I got to call Ben V, and I got to call Laura here. But man, just
All right,
stay in touch. Text me and let me know how you're doing.
you got it, brother. I love you. I'll keep listening.
Love you too, man. Thanks.
Bye bye.
So real quick, are you able to turn up the audio? Are you able to turn up the audio? Okay, yes, I can. Thank you for telling me that. Let's see. You need to speak up. We can't hear crap. Oh, sorry, Alex. Wow, is everybody? Is that? Well, that's sad. That's not good. All right. Well, I now have 14 years sober. I think I quit drinking 25 times before getting sober. John Collins, Trisha Weaver. Yay, sobriety. Congrats. It only gets better. David Vernazzi, is the audio better now? Oh yeah, tradition to live by, like day to day. You'll find you can apply the traditions. Uh, so Tommy Brown, what's up, Tom? Lost my girlfriend, almost lost my daughter, doing this no liquor thing, but drank 18 beers the other day. Oh, Tommy Brown, you're in the right place. Join our Sober Talk. Go over to Sober Talk Live Facebook page. Click over to that and join our group, dude. I didn't always get in trouble when I drank, but I was always drunk when I got in trouble, says John Collins. It's really hard to deal with life on life terms. I'm struggling with opiates and pot. I don't know why I'm telling you. This is Nicholas Chance. You're telling me because you want to get sober, and you're like all of us, and you realize there's a better life for you. See, I can understand what you're saying. I have been clean from heroin for over 7 years. I did it with help from a doctor. All right. So, all right, guys, let's go over here. We are going to let's go over back to Sober Talk, and we are going to call Laura. How are we doing on audio? Is the audio better now? Jennifer says hi. I'm here. Bree called. No sound issues on this, and thanks, Bree. Good. Kat Lynn Campbell. Hey, Lynn. So, Daryl, I can hear you fine. Good. Okay. Positive thoughts to your caller. So, yeah, man. So, the show's going to go a tad long tonight because we have two more people to talk to, and I want to call Laura right now. If you are struggling tonight, you need to talk, man. Reach out to us.
Hello.
Hi, Laura. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. So, any word from the guy struggling on the in the group you were telling me about off the air?
I
What?
have not been able to. I have commented
Mm-hmm.
to him, but I've not heard. I've asked him to log on. I've asked him to be here with us, but
Okay.
so far I don't see him.
How are
But
you?
you know what?
Yeah.
One thing that hit me. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Listening to that last caller is I'm hearing from pretty much everybody in the group is about taking that first step to go to the doctor and to get help.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not just for addicts or for, alcoholics, addicts, and so on. It's for everybody. I mean, everybody has that issue, even anxiety, obesity, has that issue of taking that first step to
Mm-hmm.
go get help. And it's hard and it sucks sometimes. Trust me, I know. I don't like going to the doctor. But I think after posting the pictures I posted today about the heart and listening to so many people talk about AFib and cardiomyopathy, I can't stress how important taking that one step can save your life.
Yeah.
I
I know.
mean,
I know,
it,
right? Yeah.
it can have you will wake up tomorrow morning, if you don't
Mm-hmm.
take that step, you're not going to, you know. Um, so make that step, call somebody, have a buddy is what I always say, call me. I'll do it virtually,
Yeah.
but I'll be there for you, But I just wanted to say that. So I didn't mean to cut you off,
No, not
but
at all. Not at all. You said something the other day that
mhm.
you said the people who come in body bags. I'm like, what are the drunks and the people who've been in an accident. And
Oh,
I'm like, why are
yeah.
they coming if they're already dead? Why are they coming into the hospital? And what did you say?
Because under law,
Mm-hmm.
paramedics cannot confirm a death. They cannot call a time of death in the field. They're not um, certified or acknowledged on a death certificate, so they do have to be brought in and pronounced. So yeah, I've opened many of body bags, adults, kids. Yes,
Mm. And that's
yeah,
anything from meth to beer, huh?
anything, anything. I've seen it all. I've seen a 17-year-old kid full of track marks from head to toe. Couldn't get an IV in him. Nothing. He must have weighed maybe 70 pounds. Pale, bruises. He's been beaten.
Oh.
Uh, some of the stuff that I see, I wish I could show you guys because it would make you just be like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Or, I need to make this step. I need to go to the doctor. Um, yeah, my job is hard and it sucks. But the reason why I do it is because I love to help people. and make a difference in people's lives. And if I can save one life, two lives, that's all that matters. So
If you guys are just joining us, we are joined by our resident nurse, Laura. That's what Daryl Hanson just called you. He's our resident nurse, Laura. So, what this guy that I just got off the phone with, and
yeah.
what if you, if
Hmm.
what would you, if you had a remote control for him,
Yeah.
what would he do? What would you recommend?
I want him to get in a car
Okay.
or an Uber and find a good general practitioner, like, a regular doctor, family doctor, internal medicine, and just start getting a full workup, head to toe.
Okay.
That's the first step that you can take. And even if you drink the day before, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say this meanly, but the first step is to get that baseline, to find out where you are, what's going on head to toe. How's my heart? How's my sugar level? All of that. Because you have some place to start. But
Yeah.
then after that, I would definitely want to tell him he needs to go in to a treatment facility.
Yeah.
From the way it sounds from his past, I don't think he's dealt with a lot of things that he should have dealt with.
Right.
Maybe you'll agree or disagree with me, but it sounds like he kind of didn't want to touch on it too much. So I kind of think there's a little bit more there, that's
Yeah,
feeding
I do.
into
Yeah, I
that.
do too. I suspect the same.
Yeah.
That scares me a little bit, and what
Yeah.
about Lynn? Lynn fell off the wagon. I don't know how hard
Yeah.
he fell off. I think let's see. Let me see something here. Let's see if we can do this. Are you hold on. I didn't do this right.
Hey,
Lynn, hold on.
yeah.
I was trying to merge a call here. Here we go. All right. Laura, you there? Laura, you there?
Yeah.
Laura, I got Lynn on the phone. Lynn, tell us
Oh,
what you happened. I got Laura, our resident nurse, on the phone. What happened? And can you turn your computer down?
yeah.
Well, okay, I'm outside, but I'm blaming it on an ailment. I got an abscess tooth, and what is the one thing that numbs everything in your entire life?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Dude.
I'm using that as an excuse, but I shouldn't have done it because I don't get my insurance for another 2 months. I'm full time, and I can't get into a dentist to pull my tooth, and I'm using it as an excuse. There's no
Sure.
reason for it. I mean,
got a
shouldn't have done
deviated
it.
septum. I've got the same thing.
Mhm.
And one time I had a pimple. I said, you know what? I need a beer. So
Yeah.
no,
So-
but no, that's when you have. I remember finding those excuses, and especially like,
Mhm.
I mean, I need some bourbon. But have you?
Yeah.
My big
Yeah.
question to you, and is did you drink the next day, or did you keep on drinking? Are you drinking now?
I drank the next day, and I had 2 shots tonight.
Lynn, are you going to get back?
Yeah.
Are you going to get back on it? What about your friend
Yeah.
Dora? How's she doing?
Nah, I could. Man, my tooth was hurting. She's like, man, I made a big dinner, and I was like, oh, I'm sick. I'm not coming up. I was downstairs in my apartment getting drunk. And,
Is Dora still? Did
no.
she fall off the wagon with you?
no, she's doing good.
Or
So
you,
when I do something
you,
like that, I don't want to be around anybody. And then I feel ashamed. I let everybody down, and I'm like hating myself right now.
No, man. Well, I'm a little pissed that
Yeah.
you're drinking now and you drink the next day. That's a little more than a
Well,
ding in the car. You're trying to you're going to need some body work here, dude.
Lynn,
No.
do you have where do you live at? I'm sorry, this is Laura.
Kimberling City, Missouri.
Okay, they have health departments in the area that will do dental care on you.
Yeah. My whole jaw is swollen. I'm like, I'm using alcohol as an excuse, and I don't need to be doing that.
It is very painful, and I know that. But the problem is you can go septic. The infection from the tooth can actually travel through your body, go to your heart, and you can become septic and end up in the ICU. So that's why I'm saying any health department, they will.
So what would he Google? What would he Google? Health department?
Just Google the health department near me, And they'll show you. A lot of them will do sliding scales as far as like for your income, and a lot of colleges or junior colleges in your area will do free dental work for you because they want to get trained.
All right,
Please,
let's get back to
please,
the alcohol. Yeah, do that. Don't go
yeah,
septic, and I understand you're self-medicating, not mentally, but literally physically right now. But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
the thing is, I had a problem with hydrocodone, and the first thing they want to prescribe is
yeah.
So,
All right, Leanne. Well, thanks for picking up. I just wanted to kind of do a wellness check on you and see where you were.
yeah, I mean, after night, I can't use that as an excuse. I'm done. I mean, I don't like the way I am, and when I'm drinking, and nobody likes the way I am. And I'm worried about the way I feel, the way I hurt people and stuff. And I'm not going to do that no more.
But let's talk about how long did you go before you drank? How was it, like 3 weeks almost, or 2 weeks, or?
Yeah, 23 days.
Dude, that's huge. You're not completely off the wagon. Let's get that fender fixed. Get back on it. Let's get the tooth fixed and stop drinking. Quit being a dick.
Yeah.
Quit being
Yeah,
stupid.
tomorrow's going to be day one because I feel like I didn't just let me down. I let everybody around me down.
Well, that's part of it. Everyone here is letting people down. I'm not gonna lie. I'm drunk now. I'm blacked out. I don't even know where I'm at. Okay? I'm teasing.
Well, I love y'all and thank y'all for what you're doing, man.
Love you, Lynn. Talk to you later, buddy.
Bye.
Bye, brother. Bye.
Thanks for giving him tips there like that. That's pretty daggone awesome. Well, I got a guy that I want to try to. I talked to him a little bit last night. I got to call him. I want to talk with him, and I don't know how. When I talked to him last night, I had a tad. We're doing this through the phone and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so I don't know how good that's going to be. But anything else you want to add before we wrap up here?
No, I posted some information today, and everybody pretty much liked it. I like my new title, Resident Nurse Laura.
Yes,
That's amazing.
yes.
But it's just like I said, taking that first step, it stinks. It really does, and it hurts, and it can be embarrassing. But just do it.
Yeah,
you can do it. You have the strength. Just
Have you noticed? Have you noticed my persona? I'm getting a little pissy with people. I'm getting, I'm like.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think I put the dick in addiction. You know what I'm saying? Put the dick in addiction,
Yeah.
Tom Mabe. Sorry. Look at me. I don't even say that word. I'm a clean guy. Oh,
Need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I should put that on a t-shirt. Put the dick in addiction. That's great. Ez here. Ez is 72 hours at 9 p.m. Congrats, Ez.
Yep.
And I think we have another girl in here too who has who's sick. What do you think when you I quit smoking one time. I was when I got the flu, kind of like, and I was and it stuck, and this is recently too. What do you think when people like quit while they got the flu or something, like quit drinking or something? Is that a good way to jumpstart sobriety?
No. Anyway, like that is not a good way to start it. A good way to start it is by walking in, starting medically, talking to your doctor, not just saying because I have a cold, I can't drink now, and no.
Right. Yeah, well, no, I mean,
because you're gonna pick it back up after. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I would stop drinking because I had a stomach virus or something like that. As soon as I felt halfway decent, I could drink. So.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that I took that first step, and I don't have it in my system right now. I can't begin to tell you that it's 8:40 on a Tuesday, and I'm sober. That's it's pretty wild. All right, Laura, I got one more guy to call. Hopefully he's around, and we will talk with you soon.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, thanks, Laura.
Bye.
That's Nurse Laura, and now we are going to try. This guy here, his name is Ben. Let's see if Ben can.
Hello.
Hey, Ben, it is Tom Mabe with Sober Talk. You're live, buddy. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Same story, different day. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm getting a little cocky. I'm getting a little bit pissy with some of our people in our community here because I just want people to just quit, just stop, go to detox now. But tell us your story, brother. Are you in the Carolinas? Where did you say you were? Louisiana?
No, sir. I live in Alabama. Yeah, about 20 minutes away from Fort Benning, and about 15 minutes away from Columbus, Georgia. So pretty much right on the Alabama-Georgia line.
Boy, I did a show in Columbus, Georgia at a theater, and boy, what a cool small town. I drove there. I actually, it was far too, further than what I thought. But yeah, well,
About 6 or 8 hour drive, I think.
from here, from where I'm at, or from
From Louisville, I think. Yeah, from Louisville, I think. Something like that.
seemed longer, but well, cool. So tell us your story. Is it alcohol? Is it drugs? What's your poison?
It was drugs. Honestly, it was drugs. And like, let's start this whole shenanigan from the start of like everything.
Okay.
So this is probably like a multi-night kind of deal. But anyway, so it started with basically that my parents split when I was 3. Okay, it was a nasty divorce. There's a lot of shady crap going on with my parents because, my dad thought my mom was cheating on him, and she wasn't. I believe she wasn't. My dad was, my parents did a lot of dumb shit back in the day. You know what I mean? So it's come back to haunt them in more ways than one. And so, oh gosh.
So you got a nasty divorce. When did you start using drugs?
Jesus. I started using drugs when I got married and when I was in the Army.
Gotcha.
I married, like an idiot, a stripper with 2 kids, and I thought I was in love. Turns out just my pecker leading me around.
Family show here, by the way.
Sorry. I was being led around by something else. So it was, everybody tried to tell me no, it's a bad idea, and me being the, genius that I am, I didn't listen, so.
So you married a stripper, you took care of her. How long did that last? A couple weeks?
No, I wish. It was 2 years.
What was it that, when did you know that you had a really bad drug problem? What, tell me something bad that really happened. Were you marrying a stripper? Was that it? Or was it,
that was like the catalyst to the whole thing, to what started my drug abuse. Okay.
Now, and by the way, just for the record, I have a lot of stripper fans, and a lot of them are working their way through college or they're a single mom. I don't want to paint a picture that all strippers are. No.
I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying that. I swear to God, I'm not saying that. I mean.
No. I want, because I was kind of being belittling and derogatory toward anybody. But go ahead. So.
Anyway. So, I thought I fell in love. That whole thing went sideways. So it was like, she was on disability for half dozen health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them I thought were legit. Some of them I thought were kind of baloney, but that's just my opinion. Where, we're so stressed out about like everything. I was terrible with money, and so was she. And she started using methamphetamine around the house. And we had to, that's what. Come to find out, I did it one time. That's all it took. I was hooked, and for about a year, I went from a good soldier in the Army, to a drug addict who had lost everything, who had nothing, and was like stuck in this, I don't know, I guess fantasy land of trying to make everything work with this woman. And I tried to say I wasn't addicted. Well, I was only lying to myself. So, and it took about a year for me to pull my head up my butt and to finally say I had enough. And God bless my mom. I tell you what, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I called her, said I'm done. I want out. And I got a buddy of mine who I deployed with. He drove me 12 hours from Killeen, Texas, to Phoenix, Alabama. Go in that 12 hours so I can get away from her, the drugs, everything.
And how'd that work? How'd that go?
It went well. Like I said, I've been clean and sober for, since like June 26th, end of June 2016 till now. And I'm still clean and sober. I wouldn't have any other way. I will never touch needle ever again. I still trip out when I see used needles, because it's forever ingrained in my head that I was that guy, that that drug addict, that meth, that tweaker, that junkie, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
that was me 4 years ago. And
So you've been sober for how long again?
Since June of 2016. So
wow,
about 4 years, a little over 4 years, 4.5 years.
Do you do any kind of thing? You smoke pot? You drank beer, or
I did drink for a while. But here's the thing, though. Like 4 years ago, I didn't have any money. I didn't have my disability from the VA or nothing, so I had no money. I started from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have nothing in my name. Now I got my VA disability. Yeah, I kind of went on a bit of a drinking binge for a while. I put on 30 pounds, and just all around kind of got in a bad spot again. But I didn't get so bad till I lost everything. I just got drunk a lot. And I quit doing that, and I switched to smoking pot for a while. And that right there, I lost 30 pounds when I started smoking pot. So I quit drinking. I started smoking pot. I ate more. I took care of myself. I slept great at night. You don't get hung up from smoking too much pot. You get the munchies. That's really
what about now?
it.
Are you drinking? Are you smoking? What are you doing? Anything?
Not right now. No. I quit drinking. I every now and again I have a couple beers, and every now and again I might enjoy a joint, but I don't need either of them. I just,
So wow. So
know.
you could. So you're. I've heard people say that. They say like their addiction. Like I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, I could drink. I could smoke a little pot every other month. I'm okay. I find that amazing, and I'm wondering if it's can you be an alcoholic but not a pothead? Can you be I just felt like, oh, you're replacing one drug for another drug. I never, so that I found that interesting. People in the comments, besides, oh geez, we're David, what's up with this attitude on the post? I'm sorry, I'm reading questions for you. People are congratulating you on your 4 years. And one of
thank you.
David Bernazzi's being a little wiener here, so I have to mute him for a second. But when's the last time you did any kind of drug or alcohol?
Alcohol, I mean, geez, it's been since I had a beer. But last time I did any hard drugs, I don't consider pot a drug. I really don't. It grows from earth. It's a natural herbal supplement that just ironically gets you high. That's all it does. It does. There's no negative side effects to smoking pot unless you just smoke it every hour of every day. Then you might have a couple side effects, whatever. But if you do it in moderation, you can be a fully functioning pothead.
I'm not gonna co-sign your BS there. That's I don't find alcohol to be bad if you do it in moderation. But
exactly. I mean, I'm not saying all alcoholics are bad, but alcoholism, shocking enough, alcoholism runs in my family.
Yeah.
I learned from my dad. My grandpa was a drinker back in the day. God rest his soul. He passed back in 2007. He was a drinker back in his when he was in his 20s, 30s one night. Then he found God and he got clean. He was sober up until the day he passed.
Oh, that's good. But
yeah.
What did he die? How old was he when he died, and what did he die of?
He was 77 years old, and he died. He contracted Lou Gehrig's disease.
Well, okay, gotcha. Okay, but it wasn't because of alcohol or whatever at the
time. No, it was just crappy hand of cards. Really,
okay,
what it boiled down to.
That's a good age. Switching one addiction to another. That's what Laura Michelle says. Switching one addiction to another.
But here's the thing, though. I'm not addicted to drink. I'm not addicted to drinking.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's wow. How cool is that? How cool is that?
There's varying degrees of addiction, really. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can like your beer, but you can do things in moderation to where you're not a drunk. You can be a functioning alcoholic who still gets up every day, goes to work, gets the job done, comes home and has a couple beers.
Absolutely.
An alcoholic is, again, no offense, I was homeless too, but these homeless fellers, that are living on the street and they want change, so let's get up and the next buzz on. You know what I mean? That, in my opinion, is an alcoholic. There's varying degrees of a lot of things.
Right. There's one. Jeff Rogers says sobriety is living with a clear mind. Pot, beer, whatever is not sobriety. So let me ask you this, because I'm just curious, and I found this to be amazing. How long have you gone without anything? I'm not talking about
anything.
I'm not talking like a Tylenol, but without beer, without alcohol, without pot, without meth. All at once when you have not done anything. How long have you gone?
Gosh, I'll go weeks and months at a time. Honestly, I couldn't even think of the last time. I don't really keep track. I just
Yeah, I'm just
do I
curious.
need it today? No. Do I want it today? No. I just keep moving forward. I don't think about it so much. I try not to get so stressed out to where, it's like, oh, you need a joint. Oh, I need a beer. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll go home, drink water, let my dogs out, take a shower, and I'm good to go. And I'll eat dinner.
You say you drink a beer and take a shot? Did you say you take a shot as well?
No. I
Okay.
come home, take a shower.
Shower. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, shower.
I thought you should have a beer, take a shot. I'm like, okay, now you're
No.
you're in denial, dude.
No.
So
No.
Bev Holland says anything that changes the way your mind works is an addiction. So, but no, that's really you do not have a problem with alcohol. You
No, I
can
don't.
go. That is very. So Leighton Province says the only difference between me and a homeless alcoholic is a couple paychecks.
Pretty much, yeah. That's really what it boils down to.
Dollars. Oh yeah. I'm always 1 week away from buying an airplane or 1 week away from being homeless. But man,
I gotta find that right balance between the two.
Yeah. And do you work now? Are you on disability or what?
Well, right now, I'm 100% disabled to the VA. So there's that. And then I do, my only problem with life is trying to find a decent job that I can hold down because of my mental health. And it's not because of my past with drinking or drugs or anything. It's just the way my brain is. And I can't deal with certain situations because I kind of have what's called no filter.
Yeah, I get it.
So, it kind of becomes a problem on occasion.
So.
But no, I work. I'm more often working than not. So it's not like I'm being a complete bum sitting in the house.
Oh, that's awesome. That's freaking great. I want to. We just so we went a little long tonight, but it sounds like you have a lot more story, and I can't hear your life story, but I want to hear some of your. I want to have you on again. Is what I'm saying. I want to have. Leave us with a. What was your biggest rock bottom? What happened?
Biggest rock bottom.
Or one of them.
All right. So I think the biggest rock bottom moment I had was the day before I had left Killeen, Texas. I was staying at a former friend of mine's house, because, again, I was a transient at the time. Not going to lie to you. I was, whatever. And a bunch of crap was going on, and it was not going to end well. So, and the only thing I had on me was my rucksack full of odds and ends and tweaker stuff, and a tough box, same contents, and my dog. That was it. That was all I had left. All I had left my previous life. That was nothing else.
And you took off. You took off with your dog. And you said the stuff in your little backpack, was that drug paraphernalia that you had in your?
Well, no paraphernalia, just random shiny objects, just random crap I had found while strung out.
Oh, okay, but
yeah.
But you were still you were still using at this point when you were. Cause I've seen
that
you.
Was the last time I had used.
I've seen you. There's always that guy at the exit ramp with the dog, who's talking to himself or whatever, and that's pretty much who you were, right?
More or less, yeah. But I still had a sense of, what is it? Sense of pride, I guess you could say, a weird sense of pride, where I refused to beg for money. I did not like begging for nothing. I hated doing it. If people offered, I wouldn't turn it down. I feel bad, but I wouldn't turn it down. But I wouldn't go asking folks for money. That wasn't me. I hate asking folks for anything. I really do.
Yeah.
And still to this day, I hate doing it. If I can't get it, then I'm not going to ask for it.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm always probably going to be that way, So, and the greatest part about my entire week, and I'll stop jabbering after this. But the greatest part of my entire week right now is the fact that on Friday, I'm closing on my first house at 28 years old. I've been clean and sober since June of 2016.
You've been clean and sober from methamphetamine?
From methamphetamines, yes. Let me rephrase that. I've been clean sober from hard drugs, heroin, crack, methamphetamines, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been clean from hard drugs since June of 2016. I'm going to stay clean. No matter what life throws me, I'm just going to keep up, with my head down, keep on moving forward.
Congrats to you,
Looking
brother.
back ain't going to do me no good. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it.
I want to talk with you soon. All right, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
All right, so tell the guy to text me on Messenger. I will. This is so. Bev is texting me, and David, you're cool. I'm just messing with you, David Vernancy. What do you guys think about that guy? Keith says I'm just coming in, but is this guy claiming sobriety while smoking weed and drinking occasionally? David Zarnecki. Yeah, oh, so let's see here. Let me see something. So under what? So yeah, I think I find that to be trading one addiction. Hey, I'm no longer smoking. I'm gambling. That's just as bad. Get it to where you don't have to do something to feel normal. Be normal by being normal. Figure out why you need to drink and why you're drinking, using whatever, gambling. We're like a rat. We will get back. We will figure out how to get. If we're backed in the corner, we will get out. We will find something that alters our mood, be it drugs, be it gambling, be it whatever. So yeah, so wow. So cool. It's cool. So let's see here. I want to get. And hold on, Tom. This is my buddy Mike. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. I want to hear a little bit about Josh Gray. We got a couple minutes here. I want to. I will call him. He could be in the show. I will be. Hold on one second, guys. We are. If you're in the group and we have previously put you in timeout, just behave. So every once in a while, we will. I've done this 3 times now. If someone's getting too heavy, getting too mean spirited or whatever, I will give you time to cool off, and I will. And if I get multiple people complaining about you, and again, this is not going toward one person. This has happened 3 times. I'll put you in timeout for a little bit. We have too much stress going on. We all have our daily lives, and I gotta tell you right now, if I am being a little pissy, it's because I just got a lot going on. I realized I went out this week. I'll tell you why I'm kind of. I haven't shot. I haven't filmed. I went to Nashville, Tennessee, and we shot in Franklin and Nashville, and I got so much crap for not being able to do Sober Talk Friday night. I almost said, you know what? No, I got to pay my bills. I gotta work. I gotta work, and I almost canceled Sober Talk. I'm doing this for free. I'm not getting any money. I'm not, I'm not that I'm trying to make money. I'm not trying to make money from this, but it's preventing me from doing my other job, and I just don't need, to be beaten up because I take one night off, which I thought I told everyone I did, and one person said I stabbed them in the back and this and that, and I was responsible for their falling off the wagon. I don't need that kind of stress. It made me want to drink. It made me want to drink really, really bad. I'm like, no, screw that shit. I'm not going to sit there and read those comments. I'm doing now. Here's what I'm getting out of this. I'm getting sobriety out of this, and it's freaking awesome. And I love it. So don't think for a minute I'm being disrespectful to our group here, but I can't. I'm a drunk. I'm just like you guys. I'm trying to stay sober, and it's not easy when I'm getting calls at 1:30 a.m. Someone is upset because I wasn't there for them. I'm like, I'm just trying to be there for me. And right now, I'm trying to work, and I try to go work so I can be there for my family and my bills and everything I got going on. It's tough. So, with that said, I love being here. I'm not going to cancel Sober Talk. I want to continue to do it. Tomorrow night we have. I'm hoping Michelle is going to be on here. Michelle is going to be talking about. She's a veteran, and it's Veterans Day, and I'm hoping. Haven't heard from her today. Reached out, so I'm hoping she's our guest tomorrow night. But yeah, it's it's so don't I'm not bitching about having to do that. I'm doing this because I want to do it and I love doing it. But if I have to take a night off, don't tell me I'm the reason why I'm stabbing you in the back and how I owe you something. I'm just trying to keep it together too, folks. So, all right, guys, that is sober talk for tonight. If you want to be in the show, email me, sobertalklive@gmail.com, sobertalklive@gmail.com. I would love to have you on. I would love to discuss your journey and everybody who's trying to get sober, man, just I promise you, it's going to be so much better when you do. And we have a great group here. Please join our private group. If you're watching from Tom Mabe Comedy, switch over to Sober Talk Live and join our private group. We have a lot of great people in there who knows how to stay sober. Josh Graves, I want to have you on soon. Josh Graves, I saw that he commented, he texted me too. Love you guys. Good night.